Hey gang, Tony here for another yard sale find video. I think this is the fourth one if I'm not mistaken. And it comes complete with background air conditioner noise. It's good stuff. Alright, so I knew this was going to happen. I knew as soon as I started the whole yard sale finds video thing, I knew that there would come a day when I had nothing good to show you. And the question arose, do I make a video anyway? The answer obviously is yes, because I want to torment you with the god-awful finds of this weekend. So, let's see, where to start? Where to start with this beautiful weekend? I guess first I'll start with the yard sale that wouldn't sell me anything. Yeah, I went to this one particular yard sale, and it was 9 o'clock. It was after 9 o'clock. And I get there, and the guy's standing out there, and he has a bunch of tables covered with tarps. I look around, and I say, is this the yard sale? And he kind of gives me a weird look, and he goes, yeah, but we don't start till 10. Okay. So I stand there waiting for the inevitable, but you could take a look around if you want. Never came. The guy would not let me look at his shit. So, you know, honestly, after that, even if he had vintage, beautiful Halloween blow mold for a quarter, I would have left it there just to spite him. No, that's not true. I would have bought it. Anyway, so that was kind of like the annoying thing of the weekend. But otherwise, yeah, you know, not much happened. I went out on Friday, and that's when I got all the stuff I'm about to show you. And I went out on Saturday and found nothing at all. So the first sale I went to, a couple of these things are a little different than the stuff I normally would buy. But the first yard sale I went to had two old looking things sitting next to each other. This is one of them. It's a little Indian doll. I guess, you know, if you want to be politically correct, Native American. It's created by Knickerbocker, which it says on the bottom. It has those eyes that, I know you're not going to be able to see this, but when you put her to sleep, her eyes close, which I thought was kind of cool. And I was pretty sure it's not worth a whole lot of money, but I wanted to take a shot on it because it was a mere 50 cents. So I grabbed her, and I think they're worth about like 15-ish. So I'll try to sell that one. That was mostly for sale. And then the other figure that I saw there was kind of like cosmic irony, maybe. Maybe not quite irony, but it's God laughing at me. Because, as you know, I like to collect vintage Halloween stuff. And I found this. It's an old candy container. See, there's these little balls of candy in there. In the clear body and the Easter head on top. They make Halloween ones of these, or they made Halloween ones of these, which I was so close to buying on eBay a bunch of times. They're worth a few bucks. I mean, they go for like $20 sometimes. I actually saw one at a flea market this weekend being sold for $30, if I'm not mistaken. A pumpkin-headed one, which of course I'm not going to buy, but... so this was kind of like, you know, annoying to find because it's so close to what I wanted, but not at all, really. So, I don't know. I had to get it again because it was 50 cents. But it's worth a few bucks. I'll probably try to sell it. I don't know. So there's the Easter rabbit. Very nice. And then the next yard sale had... I'm not gonna show it to you, but they had... Well, no. I'll show it to you. They had some, what she was using for scrapbooking, but what I thought I could maybe use for the sculpting that I'm doing, for casting resin. It was a two-part polymer coating resin that you mix together and it becomes a hard substance. I don't know that it's something I can use for the sculpting, but she basically just didn't want it anymore and gave it to me, so I took it. I even tested it out and poured some into a little container to see how hard it was and what color it is. It's clear, so I'm not sure if I can use it for the sculpts that I'm working on, but like I said, grabbed it anyway. They also had, for $1, this. It's not vintage or worth money, but it's a giant pumpkin jack-o'-lantern that lights up, and it was $1. If you know anything about me, you know I'm not leaving that behind. So, for $1, I grabbed it. Probably just use it on my Halloween table or as part of the outdoor decorations later in the year. And on that same note, nearly every weekend there's at least one yard sale with a bin filled to the brim with old VHS tapes, usually for $0.10 or $0.25 at most. And I've been having trouble not buying these things. The ones that I got this time, I only got because they were Halloween episodes. But there was a Scooby-Doo Halloween Hassle at Dracula's Castle. So, again, I mean, for $0.25, these were $0.10 each. How could I pass that up? Gotta take it with me. Even if I watch it once and then put it in the garbage, is it not worth 10 cents? I'm not gonna do that though. Put it in the garbage. I'll watch it. And the other one is Alvin and the Chipmunks. Trick or Treason. There you go. I have never seen either of these, and I can't say that I'm a huge fan of either of them. I mean, I guess I like Scooby-Doo to a point. But again, I mean, just for the art alone, the box art, just for the fact that they are Halloween episodes and that they were $0.10 each, can't leave it behind. So that is everything I got. Not much, like I said, nothing stellar, nothing to write home about, nothing to probably make a video about, but hey, yeah, I did it anyway. Hopefully next week finds some real good vintage Halloween stuff or some horror stuff. And yeah, tell me how you did this weekend. Any huge finds? Anything that I should know about that I might want to buy from you? I don't know. Have a good one, guys. Hope you had a good weekend. I'll see you next time.